Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Sagittarius July 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant, and I've done a number of one-on-one clairvoyant readings for Sagittarians from different parts of the world over FaceTime and Skype in the course of the last month. And if you might be interested, check out the information that's in the description box below. Now I have also done a number of healings, which are different to readings, for Sagittarians from different parts of the world over FaceTime and Skype as well, and healings I do for free. So, what the subscribers know is that, and the information about the healings is in the description as well, by the way. Now, you subscribers, dear subscribers, know that, and it's great to see you. You know that we don't have any video advertisements breaking their way into this content, so you get to enjoy the experience uninterrupted by video intrusions of a commercial nature. Now, we are going to take... This is a sort of a vampire deck. Ordinarily, I'm not a great fan of vampires, but I have to tell you that I found the art on this to be really romantic, and I'm a incurable romantic, and so the art just speaks to me. You know, the vampires and the lady vampires just talk to me, and now what that says about me, if lady vampires are talking to me, I don't know, but it's all good. And so what happens is that as a result, a lot of information just comes from the worlds between heaven and the earth plane here as a result of this deck. And so we shall see what is in store for you in the course of this month of July. Now, you also know that we only need to take 5 cards because each of these has a lot to tell you. It's not just some 5-second quick look at something and then it's go, oh, that's it. No, it's not indeed. And they all depend on how they interact with one another, as you know, don't they? And what their particular suits are and what the elements are and what the numerology is and so forth. But let's see what there is first. The Empress. Well, that's always a very important card, that first card that you drew. But how important it is depends on what else is coming. There's the Lord of Skulls. What might be in here? Let's see if there's something that can come from here. The Lord of Scepters. 2 gentlemen on horseback to tell you something. We'll find out what it is in just a moment. As I say, it depends on skulls and scepters. I think it'll be okay. We shall see. There's the 4 of Knives. That's quite a... column is very romantic looking young women that are there, and there's another one, the Daughter of Skulls. So, well out of my age group, of course. So my target market is the more mature woman for obvious reasons. Now, the imagery here is something which you and I should now look at together, so come and sit down here and we'll check out the quite beautiful and romantic and energetic art that's on these cards together. See what they have to say, and I'll do the reading for you. You are the great optimist of the zodiac, and this month you have every reason to be optimistic. Venus, Jupiter, oh look, it's all happening. Let's get into it. It's such a great month for you. Let's unpack it and see what there is here. First of all, the planet of Venus is bathing you. Venus is known as the lesser benefic in astrology, the greater benefic being Jupiter, your planet. Now, this is a vampire sort of a theme here, and it shows here the Empress, again with Venus here. Now, Venus is about love, relationship. Venus is also about money, so great things in store for you from a material thing. But here, the Empress is seen as the love that sustains and nurtures life. Now, we're not only surrounded by this love-filled life, but are made up of the same substance. You are love at the end of the day. This material world has emerged from out of the divine. Now, when you hide within your fear, you constrict the flow of life into you by letting go of control and allowing things to unfold naturally. You immerse yourself in the playful river of life, feeling at one with your natural home, happy and peaceful in the delights of your earthly existence. Now, in her hand here, I might just use that just so you do see it, there is a pink rose. Now, that definitely represents Venus and receptive love, as far as I am concerned, and that is seeping with potent lifeblood. The rose also represents the forms of nature and the beauty of love. And behind the Empress, you see at the back here, there is an apple tree symbolizing the fullness and fertility of life, and the delicious fruits which are ripe with potency and are available to you. As the Great Mother, the Empress symbolizes the womb of life from which all forms emerge and are adored. And she's got a black dress on here, I see. Well, I think that this reminds you that she is the whole of nature's cycle, both day and night, beginnings and endings, yet all are beloved and cherished, because all are necessary and true. Now, this eternal transforming and unfolding of the different bounties and beauties in nature and creativity is represented by her peacock collar, I think, here. And there's a bee, well, that denotes love, virtue, and a connection to honey as the richness and pleasures of your senses are experienced. Now, I would say that the message that's coming through here is to love and understand yourself and those around you. Open up your heart, live and make your choices in life with love in your heart. Honor and live your heartfelt desires. They will guide you to a full and abundant life. And honor nature, of course, bringing more of it into your life. I think that she is whispering to you not to be afraid of your sensuality and your sexual passions, and to live life to the fullest. You are here on earth to live a human life, so use all aspects of it. Now, she deeply loves nature, as I think you do too, don't you? And she enjoys being outdoors, and also with friends and with partners. Now, she protects her world with strong passion and will, balanced and whole. Her love is always unconditional and true. Now, her gifts to you are strength, passion, and creation. Live life through love and understanding, and you will heal. Let her energy spiral through your being. Watch your imagination soar in unlimited creative directions now. Be clear about what you want. You've got to know precisely what you want in detail and see your ideas and dreams become manifested into form. Plant your seeds with the Empress's passion and love and watch them grow. Your creation will rise over the horizon like the full moon, lighting up the magical sky. And she brings you also the gifts of abundance, harvesting rewards from what you have put in to date, and good fortune. And remember always that you are the creator of your world. Well, why don't we move from this way, I think, and see what there is here. The Four of Knives. Well, often people think that the knives suit is a problem, but I've got some good news for you. This card, in the position that it's in and underneath the Empress, it has the astrology of Jupiter, your planet, in Libra. So great good fortune coming your way, and you will find magnificence all around you. Now looking at her and understanding that there are vampires about, maybe she has run away from a vampire because she's looking back over her shoulder to be sure that the creature has gone, and she's thinking about what she has just gone through. Now she looks like she has escaped to the sanctuary of a churchyard where she holds on to a statue for support. And the position of her hand against the statue, well, that really symbolizes prayer, I think. And in some respect, this is an important component of this card. I think that this statue is a symbol of your guardian angel or your higher self, which represents a need for you to seek some inner sanctuary and guidance, but tells you also that this is a time that you are being protected. Now, I think what this Four of Knives is also saying to you is that because that sign of Libra is present here, that maybe it's time to take some time out from the daily pressures and difficult situations with the need to seek a place of peaceful seclusion, just so you can get your act together and regenerate. Now, when life's disturbances, I'll call them, become overwhelming, you can get disarrayed and exhausted, creating stress with the mind, the body, and the spirit. So this is asking you to seek some balance, I think, in any aspect of your life which is required. It's coming from Libra. And that could be your work environment or your personal relationships or financial matters or what have you. Now, through rest, you will release the unrest, therefore regenerating your inner spiritual strength and bringing clarity to your thoughts and healing your body. Once you allow yourself to relax, a stillness will descend, allowing the ego mind to calm and meet with the inner realm of the self. Now, at this point, you are presented with the opportunity to reflect and reassess situations or issues that could be causing you some sort of an anxiety. But because this has entered, and it has the great benefic of Jupiter here and sitting under the lesser malefic of Venus, it says honor and recognize when you need quiet time. Look, are you actually feeling stressed, overworked, or in a difficult situation? There is a time needed for rest anyway, because you have so much activity coming up here. I can see it coming through. So if your energy has been draining away, make sure you replenish it, because this is a time for healing, and you will heal. This energy is telling you, withdraw, quiet the mind, reevaluate, and be open to possibilities that you haven't even considered. So go within, explore, meditate, and renew your spirit, and then step back into the world of life, regenerated and with the confidence and a new outlook that befits a warrior like you. You know, sometimes just a little nap or a short, well, this isn't something big, like a little nap or a short walk outside in nature will do the trip. Create a safe, comfortable place to relaxing and recharge your energies, because the central energy coming up has got you very busy. And that central energy just happens to be this, which has you written all over it. It is the fire of fire, Sagittarius, and maybe a Scorpio running around in your life as well. This is a time when, just like this character here, you will be charging forward full of optimism, and you'll be seen as being a natural leader and organizer at this time as well. You will take on obstacles and you will see the bigger picture. This Lord of Scepters is a confident leader who burns with the desire to explore life and its experiences at every level. The restlessness burning inside him fuels his need to forge ahead in search of higher levels of spiritual growth and inspiration. Now, incidentally, these are all court cards here, and they can be of either gender. I'll just make that point there before we get into anything. Now, I think that you are actually going to be a very progressive and independent thinker. And your goal is to introduce new and innovative, new perspectives and ideas that are going to benefit the metaphorical kingdom that you rule. His attributes here are those which are going to be shared by you, but I'll speak of him as being someone who is noble and a powerful king, ruling with honesty and strong principles, facing fears and challenges head on. The King of Wands he's the Sun King, who beams his inner light out, inspiring you to embrace the life force that is within you, expanding your energy and opening yourself to new worlds of possibilities. Now, when he enters, and particularly as he has entered here, which is in the center of the spread, he brings news, success, honor, achievement, awards, or an unexpected opportunity. Now, you might find yourself feeling courageous and assertive as your creativity and intuition are now heightened. They're in top gear. Now, this king is indicating that this is a time of movement and high energy for you, and he inspires you to look at the big picture, to make plans, one step at a time, setting goals and moving forward with confidence now, because the wind is in your sails and blue skies are ahead. Now, you will be a person who can be trusted. You might also know another person who this symbolizes that can be trusted, who actually gives you needed guidance or direction. But now is the time to be true to your dreams and visions by taking new directions and initiating something new. You will be rewarded. Now, there may be a need to review your unproductive patterns and old beliefs. You've got to hone off, prune any dead foliage. And this is the time to have courage to let them go, opening yourself to new viewpoints, new perspectives, and new possibilities. He reminds you that you are the creator of your future, emphasizing the need to take responsibility for the results of your actions. Now, who else is there about here? Let's look at this. Seeing as we're on these, there's another lord, so there's another horse. You probably quite enjoy horses. Let's have a look here. What's this image got to tell us? Well, the first thing that I will say about this is I see Virgo around here and I see Leo around here as well, so they're going to be important to you. Now, this guy here, he's presenting, look at that, that's a skull, and he's holding it out like it's a trophy. I think that this represents both the completion of the harvest and his ability to develop the manifest world around you for his own needs. Now, the skull can be seen as his own head on one view, which he has detached to use as a sort of a sacred totem to dispel any mental or emotional illusions. Now, in the background, there's a field of growing wheat, which is soon ripe for harvest. You've got good things coming ahead of you. Now, I think that this is also talking about leadership here. Authority. You'll have authority and leadership. I think he's actually quite pragmatic, and so even though you do have that fire that's in you, Nevertheless, your plans and the way that you go about it will be strategic and down to earth. And his earthly instincts give him a bond with the earth. And you share that, and allowing for direct communication with nature. Now, as a lord, of course, he's fire, and in this case here, he's in the suit of earth. Well, that is the fiery and positive aspect of nature, which starts the process in which the everlasting is made manifest here on earth. Now, on the level of consciousness, he personifies the vitality of earth energy that brings your unconscious spiritual thoughts into everyday reality. And I'm getting a lot of financial and business matters around here, organizations, tasks. This card is one that relates to material wealth, to physical healing and practical care of the natural world, all of which are very positive for you. In fact, so much so that I would go so far as to say that he really is a symbol for you of abundance and prosperity in the physical realm. Now, his success and wealth come from his strong focus and commitment. Now, when he sets his mind on a goal, and again, when I'm talking about him, I'm talking about you. So when he sets his mind on a goal, it will happen. Now, he is a strategic thinker and planner with high standards, as well as understanding the law of universal timing. You've got to pick the right moment. Now, you will be stable, trustworthy, wise, actually quite generous, supportive and open. And again, there's this strong, confident leader energy coming around here for you. Because he's entered where he has, and I see there's the daughter of skulls at above here, he's indicating a time of success and prosperity. Maybe there's something of a small inheritance. There's definitely an accomplishment here, possibly a promotion, a raise. Some sort of financial gain is coming your way. And he brings good health and physical recovery from illness. He asks you to listen to your body. Now, do your diet or personal habits need attention? And I think that your home environment is going to become very important. And I think you may have an impulse to create a beautiful, serene and welcoming home, maybe wanting to remodel the landscape or plant a garden. And I think he's inspiring you to get outdoors, to get out into nature, to breathe the air and take in all of its beauty. I also get the feeling here of medical fields around here. So you may have an interest in medicinal remedies, but his message here for you is, on top of the success that he's bringing, is to find harmony in all facets of yourself, and you will then find abundance and well-being. And then finally we come, and I think it's finally, isn't it? Yeah, it's the daughter of skulls, again a lady vampire. Well, let's have a look at this painting here, shall we? Well, actually, I think that she characterizes all that is life-enriching, abundant, perfect and exquisite. She is a fertile, warm and beautiful woman, and it's she who bears the sacred seed of the everlasting. Now, you will be inspired, sensual, and you'll have the bliss of being alive. I think that inwardly she represents a natural growth in perfect flow with the everlasting. Now, before her, there is, well, it looks like some sort of an altar of some description here with this skull on top of it. Well, the energy is drawn up from the earth by its roots, and that white flame that's there, I think that that is the divine spark of inspiration which is coming into you now. Now, I'm glad that she's shown up here in the way that she has, because in connection with these other cards here and the energy that's being interchanged, she's actually the messenger of some good news that is coming your way. And she indicates the beginning of a new opportunity, a new project, a new venture, a job. And she also is speaking of a solid relationship. She signals things beginning to take form. Maybe you have, as a result of this contemplation and with the benefit of this fire and sensible planning, you are now starting to see that things actually do come and have a real opportunity to come into form. There's some opportunities opening up, I'm getting, for earning money or financial support. And in a way also, she represents like an apprentice or a student learning new skills. She brings a very creative time to you that can expand into new insights and horizons. Who is around here also in connection with all this stuff that's going to be of interest to you? I'm getting the feeling here of Taurus, Gemini, Aries around it. She indicates also, I think, maybe a pregnancy or a birth that you hear of. Certainly the birth of new projects, dealings with children, and maybe a renovation of your identity. Now, in relationships, I think she brings a romantic partnership that has matured, maybe even to the stage of an engagement or a proposal. There's the opportunity for new love here, and existing partnerships are going to deepen. And again, she's saying that it's a time to appreciate the environment, but she probably doesn't need to tell you that. And she does say, though, that take time to quiet yourself by being in nature and listening to its messages. Nature is alive, just like you. And she brings peace, healing, and balance. Well, what a fantastic spread of cards for you. What a great month. Well done, you. Didn't you find that fascinating? I certainly did. And what a wonderful month it looks like it's going to be for you. That's just fantastic. By the way, if you did like the video, do me the favor of pressing the like button. It's good for the YouTube computer system or something that allows the channel to be seen by other people like that. It's the only favor that I ask from you. But what I will say is this, though, and that until I see you next time, remember one thing. Well, actually, before I say that, check out the description box for the readings and in particular for the healings. I think you might be interested in the stuff that's there, particularly on my website. Now, until I see you again, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.